Next up on the channel, Transformers Legacy, Walgreens exclusive Autobot Minerva. I'm gonna go over this figure, the box, the alt mode, and final thoughts. So stick around.
The way I got it figured.
Hey out there in action figure land. Way I got it figured, back with another Transformers review. This time the Walgreens exclusive Legacy Minerva figure. I actually got this figure in store at Walgreens thanks to my buddy Phil over at Crossfire Collectibles. He knew how bad I wanted it. He found it for me. Couldn't even get me on the phone. He just went ahead and got it and then let me know when he caught up to me. So point of fact, I just kept having like mishaps. So a couple of times she became available. I believe a total of 3 times Minerva became available on Hasbro Pulse, and each time there was some weird thing going on where I could not get her. So as of the shooting of this video, this is the only one I've ever heard of in my area in the store until today, where my buddy Gray Wolf, who gives me a lot of figures review when they're not ones I'm gonna buy, he actually found one today in Walgreens, so he picked that up. So he's happy. He's got his Minerva. I've got my Minerva. There's one more I'm looking for a buddy of mine, and hopefully I can find that for him. But you know, mission accomplished in a sense for me. So yeah. Now I'm gonna go into the packaging. So here's Minerva inner package, standard Legacy packaging with a nice artwork of the vehicle mode, the Autobot side that we're all accustomed to by this point. On the back you've got Minerva standing in the exact same pose as Elita 1. Transforms in 14 steps, exactly the same as Elita 1. And here's some nice artwork of Minerva on the side. She does not have a QR code on her box because anything that's an exclusive and Motormaster apparently don't get the QR code. So there's no QR code. But that's okay. I don't really care about that. So we're gonna get Minerva out and take a look at her robot mode. All right, so here is Minerva out of the box with her accessories laid before her as I always do. She comes with the exact same weapons as the earlier Elita 1 figure, and instead of like a little faux headpiece, she comes with a siren because she's an emergency vehicle, as is the preference of Walgreens Earthrise Blue Streak aside. So a little factoid about Minerva. This is her first Transformers action figure in the United States that transforms. It's not actually her first action figure in the United States. There was the Heroes of Cybertron line, and she got a figure for that. And I forgot to dig it out. I actually have it. So this is actually her second appearance in the US market, but this time as a fully transformable figure. Mark Mayer said that Elita 1 was the intended version of this mold. I have no reason to disbelieve him. He said that in the live stream when they mentioned it. I thought it was peculiar though, because Minerva actually showed up in 2021 in the Wreckers, Treads, and Circuits miniseries in this exact body that she has now. So at the very least, it was a pre-tool Obviously, they're on the, on the sprue when they make these figures. All the parts for Minerva are there, as well as Alita 1. And Minerva is an old character. She's a G1 character, even though it's Japanese G1. In 1987, she was one of the headmaster juniors, and she was actually Nightbeat. So in Japan, they didn't have Nightbeat; they had Minerva instead. So we got Nightbeat, they got Minerva, and they called her Minerva. Minerva. I can't really pronounce it. They don't have an R sound in Japanese, so. But that's the character. She was the headmaster junior. She's not a headmaster here, obviously. But other than that, it's the character. So, addressing her action figure posability, she has leg swivel, thigh swivel, knee bend, ankle rocker, bicep swivel, obviously elbow swivel, and wrist articulation. And she can look down, a little bit up, but her head mostly just turns to the side. And she has a waist swivel. Typical stuff for Transformers. I've already done an Alita 1 video, so I'm not really going to go into the transformation itself. But I'll address the transformation, but I'm not going to transform it on screen. I already transformed Alita 1. So, there you go, Minerva. And then here's her accessories. Kind of the clear weapon here. This weapon is clear but painted black. You can see there. And this is actually the gun that seems more like the Nightbeat gun. It reminds me of Nightbeat's gun from 1987, 88 rather. Yeah, she was in Super God Master Force. I'm saying Headbasters, but she wasn't in Headbasters. She was in Super God Master Force, 1988. So, sorry about that, but I did correct myself. And this is definitely the Nightbeat weapon. She is a medic, and so when I display her, I don't remember her really having guns in the Super God Master Force cartoon, which I have watched a couple of times over the years. So, she comes with the accessories, and that's cool, but I'm probably not going to have her running around with guns. Alright, so we've got Minerva in vehicle mode. Just like, finishing touch. Just like Alita 1, she relies heavily on tabbing. So getting everything lined up is, interesting. And you can attach her weapons to the vehicle, like so. Not much to it beyond that. Yes, and then I tabbed this in and it just untabbed, so you gotta watch out for that a little bit, the untabbing of tabs. I'm just trying to keep everything in alignment. There you go. I did something bad. Yep, I did. So, she does roll well enough on freestanding surface. You just gotta, again, keep everything aligned the way it's supposed to be, and you're good. It's just, you know, it's just tricky. So there you go. Since I didn't do it in robot mode, because I didn't really give her weapons at all, I'm not going to display her with weapons. I want you also to be aware that she is blast effect compatible. So the weapons do accept blast effects. So there you go. They're probably different kinds of guns, so maybe they should have different blast effects, but I was just kind of doing a quick and dirty installation so that you know how they work. All right, I'm gonna get her transformed back and we'll do final thoughts. Final thoughts. Legacy Minerva was long awaited. I actually wanted this figure way more than Elita 1, but it's also not like I'm not gonna get Elita 1. So at a deluxe price point, I didn't feel like I needed to make a choice between which one I was gonna get, so I just got them both. If I was gonna get one, I would have just got Minerva and just skipped Elita 1 altogether. But that's not, you know, that's not the world I live in, unfortunately for me. So I got them both. They're both about the same. If I recall, I gave Elita 1 an 8, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Minerva an 8, maybe leaning towards a 9, because the first place I saw this mold was in a comic book on Minerva. And so now, from a comic book accuracy standpoint, this is that is this. It's like she stepped out of the comic. And so when they make these comic versions and they make them transform into action figures and vehicles, and it still looks right out of the comic, that I like that. We all like that. A lot of people think that the original G1 figures are not accurate to the cartoon because they don't have the awareness that the cartoon, the toys were first, the cartoon was derivative of the toys. This is in reverse. The toy is now derivative. I mean, the cartoon is now derivative. The toy is now derivative of the drawing or the 3D render or whatever. So we're living in a much better world where things can match a lot better. And she does that. She matches exactly what I saw in the Wreckers, Treads, and Circuits story. And if you want to know more about Minerva and that story, which she does have a pretty interesting part of, you want to check that out. You can get it in trade paperback form. I bought the floppies when they came out because I buy all the Transformers comic books. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and give Minerva an 8. The way I got it figured. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Turn on notifications so that you're alerted when I do further Transformers videos. I do have some more Transformers stuff coming up, as well as some Masters of the Universe. I got a couple of Black Series and even some Vintage Collection Star Wars stuff coming too. So please be on the lookout for that. Until next time, everybody stay safe. And I don't just say that just to say it, really. Stay safe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.